morning everybody. We are walking down East Nanjing Road. It is such a nice day. We've actually been able to take our coats off for the first time in forever. So we're looking very matching in our grey jumpers. And we are hopefully about to get on a city bus tour. We've just got a leaflet from a lady up the road and we figured out our route. We're going to do the red route. And yeah, hopefully see some good things. Catch you later. We're on the bus. Just about to set off. We've got our earphones and we've got our passes, and we're just going to sit on this until they tell us to get off, I think. Back at Yuan Gardens, or the exterior to it anyway. Monkeys are still up. It's been really good so far. Learned all about the custom house and everything, a little bit about Yuan Gardens, and now onwards.
C 那个 CH 加还是 V 加，有个是加字。
About to start the second part of the tour. We've transferred to another bus. Hello!
What's up, dudes?
We finished our bus tour. It wasn't that good at all, I don't think. Basically the whole of Pudong, they didn't even give us anything through the earphones. It was just like the same safety message over and over again. And we had already seen Pudong twice. We wanted to go and learn a bit more about the buildings and things. So that was a bit of a waste, but it wasn't too expensive. And also I was saying to Tom, it was quite a nice way to like say goodbye to the city after like 5 days, which sounds really pathetic, but which is the way in. But yeah, anyway, so we've just got on a very long tube to Qibao, which...
That's the way out.
Oh, okay. Which is the way in then?
Around the corner.
Around the corner, right.
Oh, I suppose it probably doesn't.
Which is this old town here. A better view of that archway there. Really pretty. And we've got this little pagoda here. Huge lantern structure for Chinese New Year. Yeah, so we want to find the old street and wander down it towards the canal as the next step. That's Tom. So we've got a little map on the back of our tourist passes. So we need to find Beda Street and pass through, and we get entry into all of the exhibits that you can see on there, which is good. Although I think we've missed the puppet show for today, which is a shame, but never mind. Okay, so the pagoda I just showed you is called the Bell Tower, and we're just going up to the top where hopefully there'll be a big old bell, or at least a very pretty view of the city, if the bell's not there anymore. Wow, look at these ribbons and bells. Pretty. And they've all got little messages attached to them. You see. I just want to show you these statues as well, because on the writing next to them are like local myths and legends about like an axe that held up a bridge, chopsticks that gave good luck in war and could hold like a ridiculous weight and fight like swords, and a golden rooster who used to call a lazy man to work every day and who was stolen. And they've got the little scenes depicted below with like figurines. I just think it's such a sweet idea. There's the bridge there that's held up by the axe. And there's the bell, surrounded by loads of little bells. And there's the canal there. We're on the bridge. quail's eggs being cooked on a huge burner. Incredible. I was just saying to Tom, this is one of the best food streets we've been to. It beats anything in Guilin or Guangzhou because it's completely rammed on either side with ideas of different kinds of food, but it's quite open at the top so you don't feel too overwhelmed by any of the smells or the sights. It looks so good. I think I might have to get some tofu later. So we're just in a little part of the town looking at the cricket thatched abode, which is apparently loads of models and specimens of crickets in here. Ooh, interesting. And I'm guessing the other two are next door, maybe. We're just struggling really to find where everything is, but because we've got entrance to them all for free, so we quite want to have a look. So we're still in Qibao. I'm in the Qibao Art Gallery of Shadow Play at the moment, so it's all about shadow puppets. We've missed the performance by a couple of hours, but that's still good. It's still a bit of a museum. We just went in to an exhibition on Zhang Shongren, who was born here in Qibao, and he was an artist and sculptor who went over to France basically and learnt to sculpt and do art properly over there, and did the busts of loads of really famous people like Debussy, and basically he was a really good friend of Hergé, I think it's pronounced, who did the Tintin comics, and he became a character in the Tintin comics. It was so good. We stumbled in, it's not in the book, it's not anywhere. We didn't think we'd be allowed.
Really connected or anything.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a recent exhibition, but it was really, really good. And all of loads of his artwork was in there, and his sculptures, and yeah, no, I'm really glad we did it. So, but yeah, we couldn't take any photos in there, so that was a bit of a shame, but I suppose it is art, so you probably just can't. But yeah, so we're in the Shadow Museum now, and we're just sort of wandering around and stumbling into places.
Stuff we didn't even know was going to be here.
Yeah, basically. So I'll show you if there's anything interesting in here that I want you to see. Some examples of the shadow puppets. I think these are examples from before Chinese liberation, so before the war. Midterm, doesn't specify when that period is. And these are after the year 2000, so the modern ones, I think anyway. It's a little bit difficult to tell. The English isn't brilliant in here, so it's a little bit difficult. And these are some scenes. Very cool. There's food all down the street, but this is the place that has been drawing everyone in today. The tofu. Now I'm going to get some for my tea, I think. It's so good. The sauces and everything there. And this is the finished product. I put chili sauce and maybe some kind of weird soy sauce on it? I don't know, what do you think? You don't like it?
I don't really like tofu that much.
Oh. I think it's really nice.
Probably was okay.
I think it's yummy. So a really funny thing just happened. We were buying Tom's bread, which we're going to go back and get some more because I've just tried it and it's really delicious. And I thought it was £3, but it was actually 30p. So I'm going to get some. And the man selling the bread just asked me if I'm pregnant. Because I've got like a million layers and my bum bag on under here.
And your gloves and your hat.
And my gloves and my hat. It's just the funniest thing. But yeah, we're not entirely sure, but that was very much the impression that he gave. So yeah, we're going back to him now to get some bread. Hopefully he won't ask me again. Oh, thank you very much. Got some tea from this little tea shop, just what's in that barrel. Everywhere we go we get a kettle. So we're thinking of wanting something yummy this evening to wash down all the bread I've eaten today. Shisha. Just walking towards the subway now, back through Qibao. So we're just signing signing off from our hostel. We are in the restaurant area or bar area, and I just wanted to show you quickly. It's like an international themed one, like I said earlier. We've got all the flags up there. Tom's just had a burger, I've just had some chips, and yeah, Tom's just reading Cormoran Strike. I'm just on my phone. I'm just having a bit of a chilled evening. We had a really good day at Cibao, so I'm really glad we went to that. And then yeah, tomorrow we're getting a sleeper train at 6 o'clock, and then we're just gonna stay here in the morning and have a meal here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, we will speak to you tomorrow, which will probably be a really boring day, but we'll just film bits and bobs of it. It's interesting. So yeah, good night.